Good evening. I wanted to create this little video to give you a little overview of the three major exams that we're going to have throughout this course. The beginning place, as we do on each one of the videos, you see the main MyRSU homepage, and the starting place, as usual, is the Start Here location on the menu bar. And if you will notice that we've got a lot of technical stuff here. I hope you've reviewed all this. Hopefully, at this point, you've spent several days, maybe several weeks in the course, and you probably have pretty well committed a lot of this stuff to memory. But anyway, it doesn't hurt to go back and hit the Start Here page and review that from time to time. To begin the overview on the exams, we'll look at the syllabus. We'll go down a little further to the area which talks about exams, and you notice that I've got a little blurb right here on this page. And what I'm going to be talking about is basically this same material, but maybe I'll fill in a few questions that you might have if you just read the material. At least I'll give you a little hint as to how I would be handling this information. First of all, as it says, we have three exams throughout the course. They're not comprehensive. Once we finish a body of content, we're going to move on, and we're not going to go back and hit that material again. So you have three exams, and the third exam is exactly like the first two, but it'll be counted as a final. I say counted as a final. Actually, it's counted with the same value. Each one of these three exams will be 1/3 of the exam grade. So when you look at the numbers that you have in your grade book, you'll see three grades, and they'll all have equal value when the course is all finished. Part one of each of these exams is going to be basically watch a video, and you may do this in any number of sequences, but when you go to the coursework button, link on the menu bar, and I guess we could just go ahead and see how that works out by going there now. Click on the coursework, and let's go on down. We have the first exam popping up along here at week 7. First of all, there is a rather simplified exam review. The first body of material covers the first 6 chapters. Of course, that's roughly 1/3 of the material we're covering in the course. And there are a few instructions here to tell you how to do it and so forth. There's a link here that will allow you to go back, and this is basically the information in those. It's actually an outline of the 6 chapters that will be covered in the first exam. So it'd be a good idea to go back and make sure you at least have an understanding of the fundamentals of these of each of these 6 chapters before you jump in and click on the exam button to bring the exam up. When you feel like you are ready to go, then you can go to the exam assignment itself. I should have left it on week 7, but you can go to the exam itself after you've done the review. And as I mentioned, there are 2 parts to each of these 3 major exams that we have. When you click on the first part, you'll see a number of instructions here, pretty straightforward, and there is a video to watch. I think the video is about 12-13 minutes or something like that in length. You might want to open up the assignment and see what the focus questions are. But you can read you may actually want to look at these focus questions before you watch the video, or maybe you watch it very quickly one time and then go back and and make note of these focus questions, and may review all or any part of the video a second time to prepare yourself for the actual exam. So when you've watched the video and you have satisfied yourself that you've got enough information to answer these focus questions, then all you have to do is write this little essay. I'd like to see 300 words or more. I can't see how you could do it any less, but 300 words, type number, font number 12. That's not going to be much more than about page and 3/4, maybe 2 pages, double spaced. Anyway, short essay, and then all you have to do is just hit the upload a file and send it to me. I will, if you read the instructions back there on the Start Here button, you'll notice that it says that I'll grade these little essays within 48 hours. I do that. However, since I hit my email several times every day, chances are it won't be 48 hours. It may be just a few hours. If you upload a file to me and then I happen to open up my email for the day or for the hour, I may go ahead and grade whatever I have at that moment in time. In which case, you may see a grade pop up within a lot less than 48 hours. If after you send me after you upload a file, after you send me your first little essay, I'll read that and I will grade it, and I will send you some comments. First of all, I'll send you an acknowledgement that I received it, and if it's great, I'll tell you, well, that's a wonderful essay. That's probably the best one I've ever seen. That's wonderful. I wish I could give you a grade higher than 100 for it, or whatever. If it's something a little less than I expected, I might have have a critique that says, geez, that's a little short, or I think you might have missed the point a little bit here or there, or maybe whatever I might come up with. I'd say in the vast majority of the cases, my comments are going to be positive. In a handful of cases where I think that I know your work and I know you can do a lot better job than that, I may ask you if you'd like to rewrite it, maybe improve on it, maybe redo a part of it, and re-upload that file to me. The grade that you got the first time you uploaded the file, you may want to just keep it and say, hey, you gave me a 90 or a 95, and you mentioned that I could have improved it with this or that. I think I'll just keep the grade that you gave me. That's fine. That's perfectly all right. You don't have to rewrite it. But if you'd like to rewrite it and pick up a few extra points, and then all you have to do is upload the second little essay or the updated version, and I will grade that. And whichever grades are higher, that's the one that'll stand. I'm sure that would be the last one or the second one that you send me. Okay, that has to do with the part 1 of the assignment. The other part of the coursework is click and get back to the and boy, my essay. There we go. My internet seemed to be a little slow there for some reason. As you may know by now, I live quite a distance from the RSU campus. As a matter of fact, after retiring after nearly 25 years, I teach only online courses, and I live out on Lake Texoma. So I may be recording this from the swim deck of my boat, and with my feet dangling in the water or something. I don't know. Anything can be happening. But anyway, I will grade these as quick as I get them. And like I say, the 48 hours is really the outside limit on when I usually grade. Okay, going to the first exam, part 2. The part 2 is a multiple choice. The multiple choice questions will come directly out of those 6 chapters that we mentioned in the study guide. And if you will, review that material closely. You may have read it, a time or two since we first covered those chapters early on in the course. But it would be a good idea to hit them again before you take the exam. My internet is sitting here grinding away. I can see right now that this is taking longer than it should. But anyway, part 2 of the exam is purely multiple choice, and it's automatically graded by the RSU's learning management system. So when you submit, there we go, finally. When you submit the multiple choice portion, the system will automatically grade it, and it will give you an update as to which questions were correct and which ones were incorrect. The incorrect questions will be marked as such, and the reason why they're incorrect, there will be a short statement there explaining why their answer was wrong. And then secondly, it'll give you a reference as to where in the textbook the information for that question was taken. You can retake the test. If you don't like the grade that you got, you can retake the test one time. And with the retake, and you can take it immediately, you will get your grade back immediately. And so you can make that choice. You say, I think I'll retake it, or advisably, you might want to go back and glance around the chapters that where you missed a question or two, and find that material. Make sure you know it, and then you can click on the retake, and it'll pull down a similar test. It's not going to give you the same test to retake, but it'll give you a similar test with different questions, and you can take that quiz, and the higher of the two grades will then become the permanent grade. You can only take it one time, and then we'll call it a day. The second test needs to be submitted within 24 hours of your first take. And by the way, that holds true on the essay too. If I send you some comments and say that the essay part of the exam was a little bit shy of what was needed for an A or for a high grade, then you have 24 hours to resubmit that too, and I will regrade, and that will be the grade that'll appear in the grade book. You don't have to retake the multiple choice exam if you feel like that, hey, the grade was probably as good as I'm going to get. I can go back and reread the chapter a time or two and then pull down another test and take that. Chances are I'll improve my grade, or maybe chances are the grade will not be noticeably better than the first time I took the quiz. That's your choice. Again, do that within 24 hours, and the multiple choice exam will be graded automatically, and that grade will be the one that will appear in the grade book. Now, all these assignments, exams included the essays and everything else, you usually have a week from the moment this assignment pops up on your to-do list, and in that sometime that week, I would take the exams, both the essay part and the multiple choice. I would take those a little ahead of that due date. Like you say, if you got a week, but maybe you don't want to wait till the last day. And most of these assignments come due on 8 o'clock on Monday morning. It might not be a good idea to wait till midnight Sunday night to do all the exams. There'll be very little time to do a retake on anything, or resubmit an essay, or have any way to improve your grade. So I would be thinking about hitting these exams maybe sometime in the middle of the week. Do a little study in the first 2 or 3 days of the week. Go ahead and do the first part perhaps and get the essay done. See how the grade is there. Do a redo if you need to. If not, then I'd go on and do some review and go ahead and knock out the multiple choice part as soon as I could. I hope these comments will help you a little bit. I think you're going to find that this two-part exam is going to be fairly straightforward, and As usual with my quizzes and exams, the grades tend to be quite good. I think you're going to be happy with the outcomes that you're going to get on all three of these exams. As I mentioned early on, I doubt seriously that in most cases you're going to want or need to do a retake on anything, either the written part, the essay part, or the multiple choice. So anyway, I have no fear. When the time comes to do the first exam, if you've got a question, you know how to reach me, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Hope you have a super day, and I'll be talking to you again soon.